What's up, everyone? Tonight we're doing something absolutely insane. We are counting down the 10 most haunted places in the entire state of North Carolina. I've heard so many crazy stories about these spots, from mysterious lights to full-on apparitions, that I knew we had to investigate. We're talking about places with centuries of history, where things have happened that nobody can explain. I've sent my team to some of these locations, and what they found is mind-blowing. This isn't just a list, it's a challenge. Over the next 10 minutes we're going on a creepy countdown, and I promise you, it gets crazier with every single entry. We'll dive deep into the backstories, the legends, and the eyewitness accounts that make these places legendary. But here's the best part. After each location, I'm going to give you my personal tips on how you can visit them, if you're brave enough. I want you guys to experience this stuff for yourselves, but safely, of course. This is going to be one of the wildest videos we've ever made. So grab your headphones, turn down the lights, and get ready. I'm serious. Some of this footage is genuinely unsettling. Tonight we count down the 10 most haunted places in North Carolina. Stay till the end for tips if you dare to visit. You are not going to believe what we've uncovered. Let's get right into it, starting with number 10. This is going to be epic. Alright, kicking off our countdown at number 10 is the Cupola House in Edenton. This place looks like it's straight out of a history book, because it is. It was built way back in the 1700s, which means it's been standing for almost 300 years. This isn't just an old house, it's a landmark, one of the most important colonial homes in the state. People who work in the house, which is now a museum, have reported all kinds of bizarre stuff. Hearing footsteps creaking on the floorboards above when nobody else is in the building. Faint whispers like conversations in the next room, then empty. It makes the hair on your arms stand up. The main legend revolves around the original owners who loved this house so much they may never have left. Imagine you're a tour guide, closing up for the night. You've locked all the doors. You see a shadow move in the corner of your eye. Or you feel a sudden, intense cold spot in the middle of a warm room. People report seeing figures in colonial-era clothing for a moment before they vanish. Some even claim to smell old-fashioned perfume. Others report pipe tobacco. The activity seems oddly polite. No throwing things, just presence. If you want to visit, the Cupola House is a museum. You must book a guided tour. Hours can be seasonal. Check the website. Be respectful, don't touch, and listen to your guide. The history is just as fascinating as the hauntings. Coming in at number 9, we're heading to the coast of Fort Macon State Park. This isn't just a park. It's a massive brick and stone fort that has seen some serious history. It was built in the early 1800s and played a huge role during the Civil War. That means battles, sieges, and unfortunately, a lot of tragedy. When you have a place with that much intense history, you're bound to get some lingering energy. And trust me, Fort Macon has it. The reports from this place are chilling. Park rangers and visitors have talked about seeing apparitions of soldiers in Civil War uniforms, patrolling the fort's ramparts at night. They appear as full-bodied figures, walking their posts, and then just fade away. Imagine seeing that against the backdrop of the Atlantic Ocean. People also report hearing phantom cannon fire and the distant sounds of men shouting, like echoes of a battle that ended over 150 years ago. One of the most active spots is said to be the old barracks, where the soldiers lived. People have reported feeling an overwhelming sense of sadness and despair in that area. Some have even claimed to be touched or pushed by an unseen force. The fort was also used as a prison for a time, compounding the misery. People walking the shoreline near the fort at night have reported seeing strange lights and shadowy figures near the water. The state park is open to the public and you can explore the Fort Museum during the day. Stick to marked trails, mind the hours and tides, don't enter restricted areas, and keep your eyes peeled. For number 8, we're going to Raleigh to visit the Mordecai House, the oldest house in the entire city, still on its original foundation. This place has been around since 1785. The Mordecai family lived here for generations, over 150 years. That's a massive amount of family history. Births, deaths, celebrations, secrets. The hauntings at the Mordecai House are famous in Raleigh. The most common report is the sound of children's laughter echoing through the halls. When no children are around, people have heard the faint sounds of a piano playing, even though the historic piano is kept covered. One of the most persistent spirits is believed to be Mary Willis Mordecai, a gifted musician. Visitors have seen a ghostly figure in a gray dress, sometimes at the piano before she fades away. Staff have reported objects moving on their own, A book falling, a door creaking open. The main house is the epicenter. It's not menacing. It feels like the family is still there, quietly observing. If you want to experience this, the Mordecai House offers tours and special events. Check their schedule online. Evening or ghost-themed programs are best for atmosphere. Make sure you check hours, go with a tour, and be respectful. Alright. At number 7, we're not just talking about a haunted house. We're talking about an entire haunted town. The Old Salem Historic District. It's a preserved Moravian village from the 18th and 19th centuries. Pretty much every building has its own spooky legend. In the Single Brothers house, people report a full-bodied apparition of a brother who died tragically, walking halls and humming Moravian hymns. At the Salem Tavern, where George Washington once stayed, visitors report disembodied voices and footsteps, especially upstairs. A little girl in colonial dress plays in rooms and gardens, then vanishes. Evening tours have captured EVPs, voices speaking German, the settlers' language, plus strange orbs and misty figures. At night, with gas lamps lit, the energy is ancient and mysterious. Pro tip: join a guided evening walk like Legends and Lanterns. Safest, most informative way. It's a completely different experience after dark. Go with a guide, stick together, and respect the site. Coming in at number 6, we have one of the most unique haunted locations in the country, the USS North Carolina. This massive battleship served in World War II, earned 15 battle stars, and it's now a museum. The spirits of sailors are said to still walk its decks. Phantom footsteps run on steel decks, doors and heavy hatches slam on their own, voices echo in engine rooms and deep compartments. A famous ghost, a young sailor killed in the washroom. Visitors have seen a pale blonde-haired figure, heard whispers, and felt an icy touch. In the sick bay, people feel overwhelming dread and see shadowy figures between beds. Think about being deep below the waterline at night, still air, then a metallic clang and footsteps approach. When you know you're alone, investigators have captured EVPs saying "get out" and video of shadows darting across hallways. If you want a board, it's open as a museum and you can explore much of the ship. Bring a flashlight, especially for evening events or ghost hunts, and follow museum rules. This ship is a memorial. Be respectful and stick to designated paths. Prepare for one of the most chilling experiences of your life. We're at the halfway point. Number 5 is Thalian Hall in Wilmington, one of the oldest and most beautiful theaters in the US Open since 1858. It has resident ghosts. The most famous is the Woman in White, seen by actors, stagehands, and audiences, often in the upper balconies. Some believe she was an actress still waiting for her big break, or one who met a tragic end. Backstage, lights flicker, props move, and footsteps pace the empty catwalks. Actors hear their lines whispered back from empty seats. In the green room, people feel cold spots and hear disembodied sighs. Imagine a dark stage with a single ghost light. Tradition says it keeps spirits from stumbling. Stage managers have seen shadows circling it at night. Want a sighting? Buy a ticket. It's an active venue. Try for upper balcony seats where the Woman in White is most often spotted, or ask about historical tours. Don't sneak backstage, it's a working theater and dangerous. Be a good audience member, enjoy the show, and maybe you'll see more than what's on stage. Cracking into the top 4, we have the Bellamy Mansion, stunning antebellum architecture with a dark, complicated Civil War history. The mansion was built by slaves and free black artisans. Its story is tied to the turmoil of that era. Union troops later occupied the house. Staff and visitors hear disembodied voices and phantom footsteps, especially on the main staircase and upstairs bedrooms. It's as if the original residents and occupying soldiers are still walking its floors, trapped in a loop. The feeling of being watched is strong in the restored slave quarters. Apparitions of Bellamy family members appear at upper windows. A woman, believed a daughter, is seen on the second floor, her perfume lingering. In the cellar, used as shelter during a yellow fever outbreak, visitors feel fear and sickness. A devastating 1972 fire and restoration added another psychic layer. Investigators have captured EVPs with family names and photographed window anomalies. The site is a nexus of history, tragedy, and rebirth. It operates as a museum of history and design arts. Take the official tour. Guides are knowledgeable about both history and ghost stories. You'll access the main house, grounds, and slave quarters, We're in the top 3. Number 3 is the Biltmore Estate, America's largest privately owned home. George Vanderbilt is often seen in the library near the fireplace. Visitors say Edith whispers his name down long corridors. The basement pool, bowling alley, and kitchens are active. People hear splashing and laughter in the empty pool. Pots move and phantom cooking smells drift in cold kitchens. The mansion's vast halls make you feel alone, and watched from dozens of doorways and balconies. Apparitions in mirrors, cold drafts, and rustling dresses are reported. Some even claim to see a headless orange cat roaming the gardens. Buy tickets to tour the house and grounds. Visit around dusk for a powerful atmosphere over the Blue Ridge Mountains. They don't typically run ghost tours. Stick to public areas. Do not trespass into staff-only areas. It's massive and easy to get lost. Stay with your tour and keep your eyes open. Our runner-up is the legendary Omni Grove Park Inn. Its most famous resident who never checked out is the Pink Lady. In the 1920s, a young woman in a pink ball gown fell from a 5th-floor balcony. Accident, suicide, or something worse? No one knows. She's most often reported around room 545. Pink mist, gentle touches, guests awakened by an unseen presence. She's known to flick lights in AC, tickle feet, and rearrange objects. Children often say they played with a nice lady in a pink dress. She appears in the Palm Court atrium near the fireplaces and walks hallways before vanishing. You can book a stay. Ask about the Pink Lady at check-in. The staff are open about her story. If you're brave, request the 5th floor. Join a history tour. Be respectful. It's a luxury hotel. And here it is. The number 1 most haunted, most mysterious, the most legendary spot in all of North Carolina. We're talking about the Brown Mountain Lights, an elusive phenomenon, not a building or single ghost. For more than 100 years, people have seen unexplained lights rising from the slopes, single orbs, red, white, blue, that hover, drift, shoot upward and vanish. Sometimes they appear in groups, moving in patterns that defy explanation. Cherokee and Catawba legends tie them to warrior spirits. Theories, car headlights, trains, swamp gas, have been tested and debunked. Reports predate cars and trains. USGS investigated twice and shrugged. This isn't a feeling, it's visible and photographed, yet unsolved. One of America's greatest paranormal mysteries. Go to overlooks in Burke and McDowell counties. Popular, Brown Mountain Overlook, Y-181, and Wiseman's View. Choose a clear, dark night. Bring a warm coat, tripod, and patience. Stay on public land and respect signs. Prepare to witness something that might change how you see the world. And that's our countdown. From ghostly soldiers, a mysterious lady in pink, and all the way to the unexplainable Brown Mountain Lights, North Carolina is packed with some of the most insane haunted history I have ever seen. We went deep into the legends and eyewitness accounts. And some stories are so credible, it's hard not to be a believer. I've sent my team to some of these spots and even they came back with stories they couldn't explain. The energy in these places is absolutely real. I gave you the tips. I showed you the spots. Which of these haunted North Carolina locations would you visit? Tell us in the comments. Always follow the rules, stay safe, and respect these historic places. These aren't just spooky locations. They're monuments to the past that need to be treated with respect. Don't be that person who breaks the rules, trespasses, or disrespects the history. Be smart, be safe, and have an unforgettable experience. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was one of the craziest videos to put together. If you want to see more creepy countdowns and paranormal investigations, hit that like button, definitely subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single upload. We have so much more insane content coming your way. We'll see you in the next video.